particular type of way, and it's just a safe space that brings those type of people together, whether it's games nights, whether it's parties, like themed parties, like it's mostly monthly as well. Obviously Corona. Yeah, Corona spoiled it a bit, but yeah, as soon as government guidelines are acceptable again, we'll start doing parties again.
How long has Peaches Nights been about for?
I would say just
a year.
It's literally it's literally a year.
Did you guys mark it?
Not yet. Okay. That marking's gonna be a mad thing still.
Yeah, but Corona.
So fun enough. Yeah, that's what Peaches is.
So how did it come about?
So Peaches came about. I feel like I'm gonna say my version. I wanna hear her version.
Okay.
Cool. So for me, I did have plans to actually do like parties, adult type of parties or whatever, and it was with a friend that unfortunately it just didn't work out. Yeah, no, that's not even a cut thing, but yeah, it just didn't work out because I think we were in plans for that, but then just happened to start doing games nights with NASA. Like it was just random.
Were you guys friends before?
No, we weren't.
Okay, so you started the business and the brand.
I think
first.
there was someone else that we were friends with.
Like a mutual friend.
Yeah, a mutual friend, and yeah, we basically organised games nights, slightly at hers, and then we did like 3 of them, and we kind of clocked that quite a few people liked it. The people that came, they liked it. It was a case where the games were like the games nights. How I see games nights is that normally like after parties or whatever, and the guys are trying to get girls to do stuff or whatever, and the guys aren't trying to do stuff themselves. Like, I was just like, boy, everyone gets the same consequences here. No judgment, etc. Everything that happens here stays, etc. Not that things are happening like that, but
if things do happen.
Yeah. So it was a case where we did like 3 people enjoyed it, and there was always more women than men as well.
Is that how you guys like it? That ratio more?
Yeah.
Does it work out better that way?
At any kind of event, people do generally like more women to men ratio.
No, it's just a better vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, from my perspective, I'm trying to see more men than.
Really?
I'm not trying to see more men, but
I've heard this recently.
Yeah.
Really?
And I say this because over the weekend I went to a house party and there was
just too many.
No, do you know, the thing is, I would agree when it comes to what she likes, it's more so if it's not like a big event and there's overwhelmingly more men. If there's overwhelmingly more women but there's still a lot of guys,
that's cool.
So I've had that view of just as many women as possible, and I think I've got to learn of recent that some women they do want to see man them. Do you know what I mean? So it's something that I've learned. Anyways, back to what I was saying. It was a case where we decided that okay, cool, let's actually make this a business. I remember just calling Nasa to come down to my ends, on my block, on the 11th floor, just on the staircase, just talking, smoking, whatever. And now I remember asking her I really want, I could really envision a name that would kind of emulate Playboy, how
a staple,
the staple name,
short and sweet.
I kind of just spoke about used Apple as an example in it because it's a staple. Everyone knows Apple. Imagine it, fruit or I don't know. And she came up with Peaches.
Smart. Because
I like it.
When I saw Peaches, my initial thought was, because you don't have peachy bum, that was my concept. I was like, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah. As soon as she said that, I had the same thought as well. And I could really see that. As I said, I really could see this brand being Playboy. So we do have plans for like clothing and stuff like that.
Okay, you
And
want to branch out.
yeah, so it's like I've already imagined all these things in it.
Yeah.
So Peach it was just perfect, basically.
Do you ever regret the name? Because obviously people have misconceptions about what Peaches Nights is about. If you see, a lot of the time, if you see a peach, you see an ass. And, you know, people might think it's, I don't know, like a kink party, which obviously we know it's not. But
Do you regret?
would you ever change the name?
No,
or-
I love the name Peaches. I would never ever.
The name's
ever change
perfect.
it, yeah.
I
It's
can't
great.
lie.
It's great.
It works. I do like
yeah,
it.
does.
Yeah, like hopefully we do move away from like certain conceptions, but I think one thing that when you see Peaches, I really want people to feel like anyone could wear it, like wear the clothing or whatever, but nah, it's a bit cheeky. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like-
playful.
yeah, it's
But
playful.
in a nice way.
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's where we aim to take things. Or one of our plans, should I say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in regards to like your business relationship, how does that work? Because you know people will say don't mix business and pleasure, or don't work friends and business. So how does that work? Like, do you have a good relationship? Does it work?
Should I start?
Oh, spill the tea.
Okay, you know
start.
what? When we first started Peaches, we would clash a lot, arguments and all sorts. But we just kind of realized how to speak to one another. And, you know, this is a business, and at the end of the day, we just want the same thing. We want the best
Yeah,
for
the end
Peaches.
goal is the same.
So now I can't even remember, you know, the last time.
That's
I mean, you know, we're very like hot-tempered type of people, but yeah, man,
man,
it works. But in the beginning, it wasn't working.
I think sometimes it takes time. I think people always assume that when starting a business, you have to have that initial spark. But sometimes it's just the fact that you both have a certain level of intelligence to make a business work. And then along the way, you figure out how best to communicate,
Exactly.
how he's
How
going to
this
receive
person
it.
works,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? So sometimes it takes a
Yeah,
bit
it
of time.
took a while, but you know, it was.
yeah. I also wanted to mention that there's also we also have a third partner.
Oh, yes.
And, she wasn't actually involved in like the original games nights. It was like we've been trying to invite her for time, and she just
like
won't
to go
come in.
anywhere.
Yeah,
She doesn't get
that's how
anywhere.
she is.
Yeah.
Like,
So what's her role? Like admin? or...
Yeah, that's kind of her.
admin,
yeah.
like she's essentially our lawyer, our admin,
Yeah.
our web design. Like she
Okay.
does
Yeah,
bits,
like managerial roles.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
That's
exactly. So she actually turned up at the trial run of Peaches when we decided, yeah, Peaches, whatever, it's a brand, whatever, let's have a trial run. She actually came to that, and I just remember, yeah, it went well. Like, it went better than the games nights before that. Like, things were just progressing, and I remember us having like a meeting in the toilet. Yeah. Nah, it was, yeah. I'm never gonna forget that moment, because that's when like our partner actually joined the team. Like, that's where we just said, no, fuck this, we don't even care. Like, you're part of the
Yeah.
team.
Like everything
Yeah.
became
Yeah,
full,
it just
full
made so
circle.
much sense.
Yeah, she was just
enjoyed
doing
it.
things on the day. Like, she wasn't even asked to. Do you know what I mean? She was just doing things, and it was
It's like the missing puzzle piece.
yeah, literally, and yeah, man. She's the like, I would say she's the one that's been the most like calm with both of us,
Yeah,
sort of thing. And yeah,
She keeps you guys on your toes. She keeps you level-headed.
yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. This is just a random thought that just came to me. Obviously, I know most of your events, parties are during the night. Would you ever do a brunch?
Oh, 100%.
Definitely,
Yeah,
100%.
we've already got that in plans as well. It's just Corona, man. There's a lot, man.
I think your brunch, I feel that will probably be your biggest one, you know, because
Yeah,
everyone likes day drinking.
Yeah.
So day drinking into the night and into the early hours,
Yeah.
like everyone enjoys that, innit? So definitely something.
yeah. To think
Look
about
forward to.
100%.
How do you get a membership?
You just sign
Asking
up
for a
so,
friend.
so you can either like DM us on Twitter or preferably send us an email, just inquire about membership, and then we send you a link and you just fill out the form, touch a picture of yourself, and we just get back to you.
See, I love that.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
the safety regulations, attaching a photo. would normally deter a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, it does. 'Cause a lot
Yeah,
of people
I can
feel
imagine.
like because they have to attach a photo, we
Yeah.
judge you by looks. But we just need to know who is who.
Yeah.
When you come to the event, we need to know who is, I don't know, Sally, who
Yeah.
is Jane.
Also, you do this for every event.
For
Love
everyone.
that.
So yeah. So.
That's understandable because obviously it's an exclusive
Exactly.
membership
Yeah.
club,
Yeah.
so it's not as if you can have anyone just walking
Exactly.
out.
And say, yeah, I'm this person. So we
Yeah.
just need to know who is
So
who.
wait, once you've signed up, do you have to sign up for each event?
No. So once you're a
Okay.
member, you're just
You're
a
a
member.
member.
So you just get like links to like buy a ticket for each event, and you know that's it.
Okay, that's dope. That's actually dope. Have you had to ever like ban people that have previously come to your event, or
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Not a
We
lot,
have,
but
not a
yeah.
lot. And I would also say that it wasn't like they've done a madness or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just that our tolerance level is like very, very high.
Very-
sort
yeah.
of thing.
Basically, a zero tolerance like brand.
But you have to be because
Yeah,
obviously you're
exactly.
creating a safe environment for people to just
Exactly.
That's
openly
what
be
it's meant to be, a
themselves.
safe
So
space. So, what good is a safe space if it isn't safe? So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, man.
have you ever had someone who's obviously like tried to become a member, actually succeeded in becoming a member, but then it turns out they're really just trying to be nosy? Like, is it hard to become a member? Do you ever get people who are just trying to be inner, trying to get the,
I think we
the
could
lowdown or
usually
what's
tell,
going
but
on?
obviously, we could usually tell, but obviously there are people that do have the gift of the gab, so they probably just knew how to answer certain questions or whatever. And one thing I would say is that if someone wasn't really like in the mindset of or the right mindset for Peaches, should I say, I think when they do come, a lot of people kind of learn how to move. Like they see the space, they would want to they wouldn't really want to jeopardize their,
They learn how to maneuver.
yeah.
And
So like obviously we do have a what's it called? Not consent form. So
NDA.
yeah, NDA sort of
you
thing.
have an NDA.
Yeah. Everyone signs
I was
that
gonna ask.
at the start of the event sort of thing.
So what does that NDA entail? Like, for example, what stays at Peaches? What happens,
What happens
at
if Peaches stays at Peaches?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't obviously you would want to tell stories of like your own story, but you just can't like really include identity or
Lots of people go by like an alias when they come to Peaches. Yeah.
makes sense as well. That sounds cool, you know. Like some masquerade thing. Right?
We had
Have you ever done? You have done the masquerade, haven't you?
You
I
know
think
what's
that's when
funny?
I first heard about it. Someone sent it to me. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah, that was
masquerade party.
August.
And I was
You
like,
know what's
oh.
funny? I'm gonna be so honest. I put that in the group chat. I'm gonna be real. I put that in the group chat. Everyone was on it, but I think you guys sold out quick or something like that. Yeah. But it looked dope. I like the flyer, everything.
Who you are as a person to actually, you know, feel like you're the kind of person who can mesh well with other people at an event like Peaches Night.
Do you know what? I feel like you just kind of have to be comfortable and open-minded and just
I think
kinda-
open-minded is
is
key.
the main, because you know what,
Yeah.
at Peaches anything can happen, so I
Yeah.
think you just have to be like comfortable with that, and then that's it. You don't really have to be like, you know, I'm this person, I'm this confident in my
Okay.
sexuality, do you know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah,
you meet
yeah,
so many
yeah.
people that aren't, so many people in society come to Peaches and they love it, but it's just such like a welcoming, warm environment that you're fine, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. In the beginning, when you first had your events, was it an awkward vibe, like because no one really knew what was going on, or
No.
did it take a minute to warm up?
I would say the first event, I think that was our longest event, mainly on our side, because you know we wanted to get through all the games,
Yeah.
everyone was relaxed. But after that event, it was just kind of like smooth
Yeah,
sailing.
and we kind of clocked the patterns of like just when people are like just 100% comfortable now, sort of thing. Yeah, man, I've never seen awkwardness. I think that I'll say people that are like-minded kind of gravitate towards us
it,
because
yeah.
they already kind of know, whether it's like through Peaches or like our individual selves. So yeah, that's what helps with the games nights before and Peaches now. Yeah, people that want to come will come to us, sort of thing. Obviously some people are shy and have their conceptions of as you said, you need to be confident or whatever, but nah man, it's for everyone. Shy,
that's
confident,
inclusive.
whatever. It's inclusive but it's not inclusive,
Yeah.
in a sense. Yeah.
It's inclusive, but it's exclusive.
Yeah, it's inclusive but it's exclusive. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
How has it been during lockdown? Because obviously COVID, you guys can't really be throwing events like that.
Luckily, our last event, official event was just before lockdown. Actually, like literally the day before lockdown started.
What,
So,
like March
Yeah,
time?
Yeah, it was like, and that was our biggest one yet as well, sort of thing. And yeah, man, I feel like we're just so happy that we managed to like sort of bang one just before.
Yeah.
And
Who knew that Rona would come and take?
a lot of people actually enjoyed that. Like I would say that was like 70 people. Like that was like
70 people.
Yeah, we had it in like a big like townhouse in Sutton.
I saw the video. It looked fun.
Is that
A
the
lot of
video
fun,
that went viral?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
it
when
looks-
people started with their comments and everything.
Like for me personally, when I saw it, I was like, "Wow, this looks lit." You know, everyone's literally vibes in. Like,
That's exactly
you
it.
can see people pouring drinks, like conversating. Like,
that's what I love. Like contrary to what some people might think. I think the part of Peaches that I love the most is just when people are socializing and they're just free. Like you can see them being free. Like the music's playing, like ladies are twerking, they're dancing, whatever, and it's like there's no guys coming around to try and disturb them.
Consent
do you know what I mean?
is sexy.
just letting people do their own thing, innit?
Yeah.
Makes sense. I've got a question. When it comes to choosing like a venue, what do you guys take into consideration?
Okay, so if we're looking on like Airbnb, which is kind of like our main place to look, first thing we look for is if it's self-check-in, because we're not trying to meet any owners, we don't want a reception, we don't want a concierge, not anything of the sort. And then we look at like, is the living room space big, because that's where we have like all the games. And then we look at number of bedrooms, bathrooms, if there's carpet, because we've had like events where, you know, there's been carpet in the house and we're scrubbing the floor trying to get food out of it, makeup, drink. So yeah, we just kind of look at practical things like that. Are the walls white? We're gonna have to be cleaning them, you know what I mean? So yeah, like neighbours sort of things. So, yeah.
How far in advance do you plan your events? Like, does it take a lot of time for you to really, you know, hash out all the details, get everything booked in place?
I think because we would want to have time to promote the event. Obviously, you have time for people to buy tickets, etc. I'll say probably about a month to 3 weeks minimum. Sort of thing. Yeah.
And when it comes to like marketing, promoting, because obviously I feel like you guys, because a lot of people have their misconceptions, I feel like you guys kind of, you leave a lot to the imagination. And I feel like I understand, because the minute you kind of say things and put it out there, people will pull at it, people will twist it, people will make it seem how it was. So when it comes to marketing, how do you, like, what's your main platform to market? How do you really get the word out there? How do you get people intrigued, interested? Like, how do you do that?
You sound like an employer, fam.
Me? Do you know what? I've done a lot of interviews. In my workplace, I do a lot of interviews.
I can imagine that marketing interview. I've been through it, don't worry.
Oh my god.
No, okay, that's what was your question again, sorry?
How do you market?
Okay, how do we market?
Without like saying too much, but saying enough.
Well, as we've got like members, it's a case where like we've already got their emails and whatever. So cool.
Oh, so you have a lot of regulars that come to these events
we
more
do.
time.
Yeah, but it's like every member that's applied or whatever and successfully applied, should I say, they all get an email of, okay, cool, maybe this event's coming up or whatever. When the tickets are gonna drop. More time we'll kind of speak on our Twitter. We recently just launched our website as well. So yeah, so it's like there's gonna be event what's it called, event details on there and whatnot. Why do I look to you, man? like she's a thesaurus. But event details will be on the site, but mainly I'll say through our socials and whatnot.
What kind of event details do you give out? Like for
I'll
example,
say,
for someone who doesn't know what the hell Peaches Nights is, like someone who's not even seen it from a mutual but just happened to see it online, like what kind of event details would you have?
What's crazy is that I think we've only literally done like one flyer like actual flower.
Okay.
PPC,
Yeah.
But like on like, say if we're having an event like on Twitter, we'll probably say like the theme and like the time and you know.
So it's very elusive.
Yes, it is. Peaches is like if you know, sort of thing.
Okay.
I feel like that's in itself a great marketing tool as well.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
once it's done and you guys are dropping what happens, like the snippets, people are like, "Raw, I didn't hear about this." When's the next one, sort of thing, and stuff like that. So, I was on your website and you guys have the games.
Yeah.
Section. I feel that's so smart and cool, like different types of games and stuff. Games look lit as well, so
Yeah.
I can imagine everyone's having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. We sometimes we make up games, sometimes we remix games and whatever. So, we thought it'd be cool for like people to be able to bring apart Peaches into their own home, through that, through the games page or whatever. I know like there's times where like people are at games nights or after parties or whatever, and they're trying to look for drinking games, and some people are thinking of paranoia, and I hate that game.
That game
Just have a paranoia,
it's
ring
bad
of fire.
vibes.
Or...
Yeah.
Truthful, there, I'm tired. I'm too
Yeah,
old
so I'm
for
saying.
that, man.
So it's like as we kind of build and we do our events, we'll just be uploading like different games that people could possibly play. Also, there's an opportunity for people to submit their own games that they've created.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
And be credited for it as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, you never know, you could have the next never have I ever in the circulation of
yeah.
drinking that. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
Dope.
Would you ever allow your members to like refer a friend?
To like Peaches.
Yeah, like
Lots of members do. That's how we get like the majority of our members, I think. I would say. Yeah, like word of mouth. They just kind of say, yeah, like come to Peaches, yada yada yada.
Yeah, because I'll say, obviously some people do have a poor judgment and poor judgment of character, but I'm not saying that the people that refer people do. I'm saying some people
it can
do,
happen. Yeah.
but mainly no one would really like bring someone that they wouldn't
That's
think
bad
is
vibes.
do you know what I mean? Like it's a no one will bring someone that's not right for Peaches sort of thing. So man.
That's understandable. I'm actually really happy to have you on because I had no idea what Peaches Nights entailed. Like, no idea. So, how do you feel about people having their misconceptions, people thinking it's one thing when it's like complete opposite? Like, how does that make you feel? And how do you try to control the narrative?
I feel like in the beginning for us it was frustrating, but regardless of what we're gonna do, people will think what they want to think. Regardless
That's
of
true.
what we say, people are gonna just feel however. So we just kind of leave those type of people, and the people that understand what Peaches is and understand what the brand is. You guys are more than welcome to come. Everyone else, you guys can do your own thing. Yeah.
It did get annoying after like that video of just ladies dancing. It's just simple, like what was it, City Girls?
Yeah,
Is it the
someone
one
was
with the
shaking
school
their bum.
uniform?
Yeah,
I didn't think it was that
wearing a
big a
short
deal.
skirt. She was shaking
When
her bum.
people see a bit of skin, they get excited.
Like-
They think, ooh.
And they ran a mile with that video, but it's like
When it went viral, I
shaking her
just
bum.
I would. Do you know what? In one sense, I was happy for you guys because I thought, okay, you're getting publicity, or it's being put out there. Obviously, you're an exclusive club, so at the same time, I was like, okay, they're an exclusive club. They're not gonna allow just anyone in, and people are creating their own narrative that's not what the brand actually represents. So I was kind of like happy, but then I was like frustrated, like, oh my god. And then that's why I personally thought it was a sex party. But to be honest, from the video, I thought it might be like a house party or like an intimate
schoolgirl
gathering that's like
party,
exclusive. Or a themed party. Like, I don't know why people literally took it and ran with it.
They saw a bum and they were like, oh my gosh, a sex party. You can walk in and just do what you want to do.
But you know it is, with the amount of progression that you guys have made through doing Peaches Nights, I see as even bad press is good press.
Yeah.
Like, it gets you guys out there sort of thing. So
I think in the business that you're in, people are always going to be talking.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that's why we
100%.
didn't even try and, control
One
it.
one thing that I did that kind of rubbed me the wrong way was I think there was a guy that was claiming that he's like he's actually a member and he goes and
That's sneaky.
like I think he was doing it as banter or whatever and was saying how I think someone said that when you're at Peaches that like and you get there to eat someone's ass or something and you can't like you get there to do something like beat someone or something, I don't know, that you have to eat their ass until your jaw aches or something like you was just saying
people are just dumb though, because it's like they clearly don't know what an adult membership club, like they don't know what it
want to
is.
be there as well.
Not like high key. Like gagging to be there. And it's like you guys will never actually see the inside of the Peaches nights. That's really it.
Yeah, but it's like I think this guy's like that's what happens. He was there, this and that, and then a girl's now commented underneath like hold on, like you actually went. I was actually gonna go. Like, I'm not going no more. Like, I thought, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, stuff like that can get annoying.
Yeah. So I can't lie. It's like kind of did lose my head a bit. I stuck it on each and every one of them. Like, what you doing, sort of thing.
Yeah. Just to get a bit personal, I hope you don't mind, but I personally found out about Peaches Nights because when someone mentioned it to me, they was like, oh, it's YSK. And they were like, like his reputation precedes him. And that in itself made me feel like, okay, a sex party. But the person themselves didn't really know. So they didn't actually say it was a sex party, but they kind of implied it. Do you feel like your reputation has contributed to the impressions that people have? Does that bother you? Does it get to you?
It's understandable, innit? But I wouldn't say it gets to me. I just see it as like from the beginning, like this reputation nonsense. From the beginning, I would say people have kind of people that really want to kind of like just be free, like in whatever they're doing, sexually open-minded, whatever. They do kind of gravitate towards me. There's some people that talk shit, but some people that gravitate and they want to be like just in spaces where like they can meet other free people, and do you know what I mean? So
I feel like the people that are always hating or have something to say are the people who really within themselves are not open-minded and don't feel comfortable. Like
there's also people that I feel like are open-minded but are scared, so they jump on the bandwagon of not necessarily cussing, but making fun out of people. But secretly they wish like they could be more confident and be out there.
It's true. And people banter it, but they're forgetting like this is a business. Like
essentially
this is actually a business.
Kind of see it as like a link up.
It goes
like a link up or a free for all.
Like I put on Snap today that we were gonna be here, and someone was like, oh, what's Peaches, like, is it not a rave, is it not a link up? And it's like, no, like this is an actual like business, this is a brand. Like I'm not sure where people got the idea that we just kind of party or whatever.
I think our individual sort of characters might because like let's just say when the games nights, the original games nights was starting, when I knew Nasa was involved, I kind of assumed that, okay, the person shouted me, they shouted Nasa. I just thought, okay, you wanted it to be
just going in a certain direction.
in a certain direction.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It actually wasn't what she wanted, but it's like I just assumed just because, okay, Nasa's like this, I'm like this. Do you know what I mean? You shouted us two for a reason. But it's like I do feel like our individual sort of reputation could help that sort of stereotype. But at the end of the day, people see like what's going on. Even the people that don't go to the events, they'll see like the things that we do outside of just the events and that. So man.
No, that's dope. Obviously at some events I've seen there's been masseuses and stuff.
Oh my god,
like
yes! I saw one massage. I was like,
the girl that done it used to
that.
obviously be a radio host here as well, so she's doing her thing. So how did that collaboration come about? Like, what was the thought process behind it?
I would say that Do you know what? Yeah, like even for peaches, yeah, like I'm someone that really likes to get people involved and like even if I feel like I could do this particular thing myself, I would wanna like someone that's stronger at it, someone that's specialized in
like
this
combined skill sets.
Do you know what I mean? So like for peaches, like obviously. Like there's two ladies that myself and two ladies, we do our thing. We all have our different strengths, and from there's like as we've done peaches, we've kind of like just used our network. Obviously each of us are like different ages, so and I would say we're fairly like kind of like known in it, like each of us in our different age groups, and we have like extensive connection in it, you know what I mean? So anyone that we feel like okay cool, we can put like
a partnership with.
Use like put on our platform and you know help them in what they're doing. It would help us as well.
Like a mutual beneficial type
And
situation.
for the type of event we had, because that event, it was called Rios and Chill, so it was like nice and relaxed, like come and vibe, so it was perfect to kind of have like a masseuse then. People really enjoyed it.
I can imagine. Another question that I do have centered around the community known as burners or burner Twitter. How do you feel like that community plays a part with peaches?
Wait, hold on. Fill me in because I don't have Twitter anymore, so I don't really know.
She's like granny.
Burner is kind of like I call it like an underground community in Twitter. I would say
Is it like when you have a burner phone?
It's like when you've got anything.
Me personally, I don't like the stigma behind burner because it can be used for anything. Some people use it to just vent without other people knowing. Some people use it for other stuff.
Do people in this community know? Do people know that? Oh, I know that's that person's burner. That's that.
Some people know, especially like Peaches members, because a lot of our members actually have burner. So a lot of them actually like met through burner.
And obviously, like I would say people that aren't really in the community, they probably would never really see someone talk about peaches openly. They're talking about it on their burner. That's what's
100%.
happening. Do you know what I mean? So there's people that before peaches they didn't really have a burner. They've come to peaches, they've met people, and next
why do you think they have a burner? Is it to be able to kind of
it's to be able to express
kiki about it,
safe space again?
It's to be able to like express yourself the way you can't on your main. You know, fear of
listen, like I would say a couple years back, I was pretty like very, very outspoken on Twitter and
that's me. My main account looks like a burner.
I thought you said that, but I was very, very outspoken. I didn't give a fuck about what people think.
I like that about you though.
And it's just like even though I don't give a fuck, it was a bit tiring. Just like you're posting something, and then someone saying,
flick it. Ooh. There was a fly, y'all.
Yeah.
Did your burner get out? Did you have a burner and someone found it?
No. It wasn't even that. I was just saying that. Like just on my main. Could talk about something that I'm feeling, even though sexual urges come at any time of the day.
This is what people.
Someone will be like, it's only 9 o'clock.
And so,
this is
because really, I should have been talking about it from 6 a.m.
It happens to everyone, but everyone feels like they have this moral compass. You can only talk it after a certain time.
But it's just
what is this?
It's nuts.
The man said watershed. You know? But it's this and that time and that. But move, man. Like, and it's like some people are joking with it, innit? But I just really hate like that type of prudish type.
It gets to a point you're just like, just forget it.
You know what I mean? So I
for
guess
that reason, I would create a burner because it's like
that's what
can
people
you
do.
let me live my life?
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Literally.
There's so many people with burners right now. You wouldn't even know because they would only accept.
How many times are you gonna just? That's why
I don't watch that. It is, you know. But there's so many people with burners out here, but they only kind of tell their people that like-minded, basically. Follow me on this, like, follow me on here, like this. Anything really go that I say my mind, no judgment, and they make it clear on their bios and stuff as well. So there's that as well. So a lot of people are hypocrites. Let's just put it as that.
For real.
A lot of people are hypocrites.
For real.
It is what it is.
100%.
For real, it's true. People are just too. It's crazy because like, how can you be so judgmental about like a human desire? Like,
Yeah.
I don't make it make sense.
It doesn't make sense. There is no way of making it sense because people be people in it. Like,
Because if I'm trying to talk about fucking, you're not gonna tell me that. Oh, it's too early. No, mind your business.
Nah, shut up.
literally,
Mind your business.
literally. I listen.
I'm not paying.
Burner
Mind your business.
24/7, anytime, like, bruv, say
Anytime.
say what you like,
Anytime.
post what you
Anytime.
like,
You know what I mean?
whatever.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have to be like that though.
It
But I
shouldn't,
mean,
but it's
for you to
safer
live
that
comfortably
way.
and not
Yeah.
have people try and insert and give their 2 pence, I guess it
People
just
just
makes
come
life
up to you
easier.
because you talk a side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've seen
Yeah.
like girls would want to just tweet like, or maybe just a little cheeky tweet,
Yeah.
sexually or whatever, and you'll just see like man them just come in the comments like,
Lucky.
oh, the
Like
eyes,
birds.
Bruv,
Oh.
the eyes.
oh,
Or they're
oh,
like
a question mark.
Swear.
Yeah,
Is this you?
Is
yeah?
it?
yeah.
Like, I can't be that. I've been when I would say when I was 20, I'll do stuff like that. But as I've grown
You still
up,
do it
like
now.
I actually don't. I've got a burner. I'll be real with you. Somewhere where I can just tweet freely. It might not be sexual. I could be tweeting about I hate someone. I don't want to get on my main account. Literally, burners. You can use it for anything. So
Does
yeah,
it make
man.
you feel like two different people though?
For me, it doesn't, because my main account looks like a burner. I say what I want to say.
Yeah.
My burner, I don't know. I feel like I kind of use it just to post pics and whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
In terms of like the way I talk, it's the same. Do you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. This is who I am. So I don't really feel like it's kind of two people for me. This is just who I am.
Yeah.
I think I've kind of like changed how I tweet on my main. So my main is just, brothers, more time I'm just retweeting. Probably like have like 4 tweets a day these days, but I'm still like open like myself in it, but I wouldn't really tweet certain things on my main these
blame
days.
you.
But I think people already kind of know what I'm on, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So
Sis.
I heard it.
This is. I looked at you as well. I thought, shit.
Because
There's still a lemonade.
my co-host is an alcoholic.
I'm not, man.
You really are.
I'm actually.
Didn't you just say
not.
you've been drinking for 5 days straight?
Yeah, but that's like circumstance, innit?
Man said circumstance.
Like when you're out with your friends.
Are you out with
Oh,
your
are
friends
you out with
today?
your friends?
Yeah.
Is that what?
Yeah.
yeah,
I hear that.
Yes,
I hear
man.
that.
No,
When it comes to you guys as friends, like when you told or did you tell them about Peaches Nights? Did they find out it was? Do people know that it's you guys behind it?
Yeah. Well, my friends, they do.
And were they comfortable with it?
My friends, they know how I am, so it wasn't really anything of like, oh
Okay.
my god, like wow, this is what you're doing, sort of
Right.
thing. So yeah, they're just like, that's cool. Do
Okay.
your
What
thing.
about you?
Yeah, my friends know how I am, man. From the beginning.
Like, did the mandem give you scrutiny or?
No, bruv, what the fuck? No, they never do. Like, except when like I've put them in
Risky position.
in risky positions. Aside from that, it's a case where like I've always kind of done what I want to do because I just feel like
I mean,
yeah,
you're
he's-
your
he's
own
gonna-
person. You
He's
should
gonna
be able
chat
to.
for me, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. No, there's never any scrutiny.
That's how it should be. Everyone's responsible for themselves.
Yeah.
First and
That's true.
foremost. Like, whatever you want to do outside of that will reveal who's your friend.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's literally what it
100,
is.
That's true.
100.
Do you have like a card? Like a membership?